let's get into the Atlanta Falcons.
The Dirty Birds.
The Dirty Birds. Julio Jones, who I'm repping today, left for the Titans, as we talked about a few weeks ago. So what does this mean for Calvin Ridley? Should he be locked in as a top 5 guy?
Easily.
Yes.
He had a donut and still finished number 5.
Right. And without Julio there even with Julio there for like half the season.
Yeah. Without Julio there, he averaged 11 targets, 7 catches, 100 yards, and almost a touchdown a game, which equaled to about 20 points per game.
Wide receiver 1. Yeah.
Didn't you have someone else at number 5?
Yeah, DK.
Yeah. Oh.
But so he's not locked in as a top 5 guy.
All right. You know what? Right. Then fuck no. He's not top 5. I'm just saying he is all.
No, he's a fan of the show.
Matt says he's top 6.
Top 6 confirmed.
Top 6 confirmed for Matt.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. I'm saying top 5. Definitely draft Calvin Ridley. Don't sleep on him.
I don't think there's anyone in the world who's sleep on Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley is
maybe there are.
Us.
With Julio going, as I mentioned, this should open up more targets for Russell Gage, who quietly had a decent season last year as wide receiver 37 with Julio there. So why is he being drafted as wide receiver 55 while Julio's gone?
How the hell should I know?
It's the name.
No, they didn't watch.
Nobody knows the name.
Where T-Gods spoke on why he should be drafted higher.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I easily think he has flex upside. Maybe not wide receiver 2. That might be pushing it a little bit, but Matt Ryan's gonna have to air it out, and Russell Gage is gonna eat. Plain and simple. Defense stinks. Throwing it every game.
Yeah.
Finishing out the Falcons wide receiver core, they still have Olamide Zaccheaus, who was buried on the depth chart last year behind Julio and the other 2 we've already mentioned. Is he a sleeper this year or just completely irrelevant?
Irrelevant.
I want to say irrelevant.
Unless someone gets hurt, I guess, because that's how he was relevant for like a week last year.
All right, I don't want to say irrelevant, but close to it.
He's irrelevant.
Not fantasy relevant.
They are going to be thrown.
Even say someone got hurt. God forbid that Calvin Ridley got hurt, then maybe. But even other than that, they're still going to force feed Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley. I just don't see him getting enough volume, even if someone is out, to be fantasy relevant to add into your starting lineup.
I'm going to say he's irrelevant, but I'm going to bet that he's going to have a game early in the season, like the first 3 or 4 weeks, where he's going to catch a long, like 60-yard touchdown, have like 4 catches for like 93 yards and a touchdown. And everyone's going to run to the waivers to pick him up, and he's going to do nothing else. So, yeah, I'm leaning towards irrelevant as well, but he definitely has the speed to take off the top of the defense. So if you want to take a really boom or bust guy, like boom, like maybe boom, and like big bust potential, that's your guy.
I do want to say last year he played 11 games and had 20 receptions.
Yeah, he was just
and
buried.
Julio was out most of them.
Yeah, Julio did miss like 7 games or something. So
right. And who was their tight end? Hayden Hurst. What'd he do? Nothing.
Don't forget
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is going to eat up them targets like a bowl of cereal. And there's no room for Olamide Zaccheaus.
Speaking of Kyle Pitts, should he be locked in as a top 5? Forgot this is cap or no cap.
Oh,
Kyle Pitts should be locked in as a top 5 tight end with a top 10 floor, even as a rookie. Cap or no cap?
No cap.
No cap.
No cap. I'm with you guys.
That volume is going to be insane, and we all know that Falcons defense. Even if they're in the lead, they're going to blow it, and they're going to be forced to throw
all
and
game. Every game.
It's going to Calvin Ridley or Kyle Pitts. So he's bound to produce.
Not worried about Hayden Hurst at all. Still existing there.
Not only did our league forget about Hayden Hurst, but the Falcons forgot about Hayden Hurst. The only concern maybe is that the coach they brought over, Arthur Smith, ran 2 tight end sets in Tennessee. So that there's like a potential of like we won't see Kyle Pitts' highest ceiling because there's obviously going to be maybe some targets going to Hayden Hurst, but it's not going to take away from him being top 7 at least. Top 5 is most likely where he'll be finishing though.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hayden Hurst. Bet the house on it.
Yeah, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about him.
That's a big bet.
Bob's going to be out the house.
Chill. All right. Cap or no cap, Mike Davis showed enough last year that he can be a decent RB2 and should be drafted as a top 20 running back.
Yeah.
Is it?
That Falcons pass heavy offense.
I know.
And like we just said, they're going to be playing down.
Believe
most
me,
of the time.
I know. But
They're not going to be running the ball to you guys. They're going to be throwing it. They're going to be forced to throw.
But
Mike Davis really wasn't a receiving
100%
running
of the
back
runs
last
are
year.
going to him. Every single one.
But I'm saying how often
I
are they
get
going
it.
to be
I get
running?
it.
He
I
might
get
get like 12, 15 rushes a game,
Top
but he's
20
not
though.
catching the ball.
20. He could
Top
get
20.
around 20.
You're asleep on the running backs this year. There's a lot of good running backs.
All right.
I'm going to say cap. I don't think Mike Davis is talented enough to carry a whole workload on his own. He's never been able to do it in his career. I do think he's probably like a low end RB2, but probably closer to 25 than he is to 20 for me. I'm definitely nervous about some of the like younger guys just taking away touches while Mike Davis kind of plods along. He's 28. It's not like he's young. It's not like he's some young running back that just came onto the scene here. And he's never had more than like 150 carries in a season. And he's always had injury issues here and there. So Mike Davis is not my favorite target, but he could be top 25.
Yeah, and for what it's worth,
Maybe top 20.
They did sign Cordell Patterson. So for all we know, like Matt said, in the pass-heavy offense, he could be the guy as the running back just to be catching those passes out of the backfield because that's what we've seen him do.
Yeah. They got a couple young guys too, just on that depth chart that could take away some touches. Allison and Javian Hawkins they drafted. So we shall see with that backfield. But Mike Davis should definitely at least start the season as their starting running back. Last cap or no cap, Matty Ice still has the weapons to make him have top 10 upside with a top 15 floor.
100% no cap.
Yeah, I think we'll be
No
riding
cap.
closer to the top 15 part though.
I'm going to say cap. Matt Ryan last year when Julio Jones was out averaged 14 fantasy points a game compared to 22 when Julio Jones was there. Kyle Pitts obviously helps, but Matt Ryan's another year older. I don't think it's top 15 floor. I think maybe top 20 floor, maybe top 12 upside. I'm just not as high on Matt Ryan this year. He's going to have to throw a ton, but Matt Ryan also has had to throw a ton his entire career and is not always top 15. So
yeah.
As long
That's
as he
the only
doesn't
thing
turn
scares
the
me.
ball over a lot, I think he is in a good position to definitely finish at least top 15.
yeah,
I mean,
think
you
he's
Can
got
we
a shot.
understand-
go right to me then, real quick?
Right to
Yeah,
T
go
God's
ahead.
bold take.
Because my bold
go.
take is to at least own Matt Ryan. You don't have to start him, but at least own him. And talking about the top 15, since 2011, he finished outside the top 15 one time. One time.
When was that?
I don't know what year it was. Like, I can go back and look if you want me to go
Oh,
look.
it was 2000.
I was hoping it was last year.
His
No, it
rookie year
wasn't.
was his
His
rookie year.
rookie year, Sean. His rookie
Alright.
year.
All right, maybe he does have top 15 floor, but without Julio, I think it scares me a little bit.
I mean, he didn't even
36.
have Julio.
Yeah,
A lot
I remember
last
most
He
of Matt
struggled
Ryan's
when
career
Julio
without
was out
Julio.
last year. 14 points
Okay,
per
but
game.
now he has Kyle
Booty.
Pitts, Sean. Do you understand what we're saying?
All right, look, Kyle Pitts isn't Julio though. I love Kyle Pitts.
All right.
Well,
We
yeah,
understand
Calvin
that.
Ridley is.
He's also
Calvin
thrown
Ridley's
for at
not
least
Julio.
4,000 yards since 2010. Every single season. At least 4,000 yards. At least.
Because they're always playing from behind.
He's
baby.
just old
when
and
you're
not
forced
sexy.
to throw,
That's
you're
why I don't want him.
bound
He's
to
Matt
get
Stafford of
fantasy
the
points.
South.
I'll draft him as a QB too. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. I think I have him ranked at like 16 or something, like right outside, but he's not my favorite. Not my favorite target. Not sexy.
I don't
enough.
think he's anyone's favorite, but I mean,
He's T God's
gets
favorite.
the
That's his
job done.
guy.
I'll
I'm just kidding.
I'll snag him up as a quarterback too, dude.
All right. Let's get into the bold takes. That was T God's bold take, or I guess target. Just draft Matty Ice. We were just talking about Kyle Pitts, so I'll just go next. Said this on the tight end episode. He will break the rookie record for receptions. Maybe that does help Matt Ryan out a little bit, but Kyle Pitts, draft him this year. Going to have at least 81 catches. Lock it in. It's happening.
Will he break Zach Ertz's reception record?
No, that's 116. It's way too much. I don't
so
think he gets
bad.
that much, but I think he'll get 80 catches, 82 to be precise. All right, Q, you go next. What do you got?
No, it's not even fantasy related. I just think the Falcons lose by 12 plus week 1 against
12
the
plus.
Eagles.
Okay, I was going to say. Okay.
I was about to say, yeah, the bias
But-
is there.
Do you think the Falcons have a better offense than the Eagles?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go on the list. Real
Yeah,
quick.
Sean, don't
better
make that face.
quarterback.
They do. They
Calvin
easily
Ridley
quarterback
is
do.
better than all of our receivers combined
Miles
right
Sanders is better than Mike Davis. I'd say that.
now. Yeah, for sure.
Our tight
Wait,
ends
our
better
tight
than
ends are
Peyton,
better.
Our
tight ends are better. I'm
combined
not-
are
How can
better
you-
than
I'm not saying Kyle Pitts is
Kyle
better
Pitts.
than Zach Ertz and Dallas Goddard
Why?
because
know?
we haven't seen him play a game
All right.
yet.
That's not
See,
I
fair.
but
can't
we're
say,
saying
I
it
can't
works
say
both
as a
ways.
fact.
That could work both ways. That's not
No,
fair.
we're kind of contradicting.
We're doing the
because
same thing with Matt Ryan over Jalen Hurts. We've seen him play 4 games.
All right.
Jalen Hurts could easily be better than Matt Ryan this year. So you're splitting hairs with the young guys.
All right,
but
they're still
better
winning
running
by
backs,
more
but
than
the Falcons have way better wide receivers.
they're winning by
No
more
cap.
than 12 week 1.
Hugh
Might be a
says it.
bad day for Calvin Ridley. Darius
lock
Slay.
him up, Darius Slay.
Lock him.
Lock him up.
After Darius Slay locks him up, then go buy low. Calvin Ridley week
And the
2.
Eagles are targeting Stephon Gilmore, so lock up Russell Gage also.
Russell Gage, week 1.
Yeah,
Yo,
of course the chaos.
Leading into my bold take, like we
target.
just said, Calvin Ridley getting locked up by number 1 corners. My target is Russell Gage. I mean, he's going to have all the room in the world to work with. Teams are going to be so focused on Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts. I mean, he's just going to explode. In the last 7 weeks of last season, where he didn't have Julio for, I believe, 5 out of those 7 weeks, he averaged 15 fantasy points a game. And I mean, I'll take that all day, every day at his ADP right now, which is probably like past 40.
I think it's
I'm
55.
not exact-
No, I'm
Yes.
lying. It's something
I'm not
crazy,
exactly
though, 'cause
sure
we
where
were
it is,
just-
55.
but
55. It was 55? Okay. I
yeah,
was right.
55.
you're getting Russell Gage on clearance right now.
Clearance
mean,
rack.
He's going to have plenty of target share. I mean, him, the other 2, Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts, are clearly going to be the top 3 options, passing options in this offense. The Falcons are going to be playing from behind a lot. Matt Ryan's going to be forced to throw. So I would go after Russell Gage. Maybe wait on him a little bit. Don't reach on him because nobody's going to go out of their way to take him. So you're going to get him at a good price, and he's definitely going to produce for you.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to draft Russell Gage 1 or 2 rounds earlier than his ADP just to make sure I get him because
That's true.
he's got some good upside.
Reminds me of Taylor Gabriel. He was
Mohamed Sanu.
yeah. Well, there's always the random second guy who just was really good because of the first guy being so good. Julio,
Yeah.
now Ridley.
Yeah. Roddy White back in the day.
No, he was the guy.
I know.
Then
And
Julio
then Julio
came.
was the second guy.
That's
All right.
crazy.